My name's Bill Morris. I'm from Bondi, local. Yeah, I started surfing when I was pretty young, probably around 4. Got my first fiberglass board and started moving down the beach, down the south end, and getting a few waves down there.
And so when did you start shooting photos? Because this does feel like if you were interested in photography.
I was always interested. I was always interested in photography. And a little kid, I used to run around with the little Instamatic film camera, and at 18, I got a job, and then as soon as I got enough money, I bought a decent camera, and I started to travel to Indonesia surfing, and I used to shoot photos over there. So I used to come back and hold slide nights. One of the guys that worked at Tracks magazine came round to a slide night one night, and he asked me if he could take a couple of the images into the editor. I said, sure, and the next minute I got like a double page. And
you'd never thought to submit the photos?
No. Once I got published and got a check for money, I was like, well, this might be a way to pay for some film. And then I started getting more serious. Then I bought a water housing, started doing water photography, and that kind of got me noticed. And yeah, and then they just asked me if I wanted to do a trip, and the first trip they threw me on was one of the search trips for Rip Curl with Curran and Davo. And
that was your first magazine trip?
That was my first one, yeah.
Holy shit.
Threw me in the deep end straight away.
So when did you start shooting for the magazines? Like, what was your first cover shot?
First cover shot was a shot of Dave Davidson, local guy. He used to surf on tour from Bondi. Out here at Mackenzie's, doing a vertical re-entry. I mean, we've got some of the best watercolour in Australia here, and the cliffs, and you can get all these different angles from the sides and stuff. So yeah, I love shooting around here. That was my first cover. Shot on a manual focus lens, which was crazy because I'd be getting like 3 shots out of a roll that are sharp. Page 1's the one you want to get.
So how many have you gotten over the years?
I'm up to about late 90s, just under 100, yeah.
And you got a favorite cover?
There was one of Geordie Smith I shot for Stab on the north side with flares attached to the back of his board going off, doing an aerial.
Yep.
That was probably one of my favorite covers. Some of my favorite shoots have been with Stab. I mean, Sam McIntosh is a genius. I think it was the first cover shot I ever got. But we went there with Trent Munro, Parko, and Taj. Just on a whim, he said, we're gonna get a jet ski and tow into the crappy wave pool they've got there at Sunway Lagoon. That was before wave pools were even a thing. Anyway, we get there and the guys wouldn't let us put the jet ski in the pool. And I thought, we're done, we're gonna fly home. Somehow Sam convinced him to get a jet ski, and we didn't even have one. Then you had to get on the phone and go look for a ski, found one, got it to the pool, and we pulled the whole thing off. I couldn't believe it.
How many Stab covers do you think?
I've had like 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 or 5, I think.
He says 7.
7, have I? Well, there you go. I think the last one was down the coast with Noah.
And yeah, Noah and Bloom.
Yeah.
And then remember the Kobe and...
Yeah, with Bruce Kobe and...
Oh, with Nate Fletch.
Yeah, and yeah.
The frame.
Yeah. That was funny, them trying to hold it up in the water while Bruce is doing it, like they get knocked over by waves.
You want to talk about Grayson real quick?
Grayson. Grayson's my boy. I shoot with him more than anyone else around here.
And they were saying that you found a few crazy, like, misto bombies and stuff out here.
I don't know about finding them, but yeah, I've surfed them.
Slab hunter.
Yeah, right off Mackenzie's Point, mate. Never forget it. One of the best waves I've ever had in the area. I've never seen it break again. Like, seen a couple come through, but I've tried again and again, and it's never worked out.
How was that session you had there a year ago?
Oh, dude, yeah, it turns on sometimes. It's unbelievable, but I guess, I don't know, it's so busy along here. You can have fun here, but you just got to go looking to get away from the crowds.
They call it secrets.
Yeah, not really a secret.
I'm supposed to tell you that. But look, as I said before, Sydney's home. I've been here all my life. The network is here, so, and it's always a good banter out in the water with all your mates, and yeah, no, it's fun.